very easy to say Azeri art and pigeonhole it into something two-dimensional, painting or the graphics. Here we have a contemporary sculpture by a contemporary Azeri artist, Anar, and Money. It's called Money. Now, what I like about this, it's playful. It's playful in many, many senses because, like art, money is universal. And playful insofar as he's using the classical theme, and yet surreal and playful with what's around the actual face, including what's in the hair, which, you know, immediately you think of a comb, but actually it's more a kind of compository kind of, you know, for counting money. The money around it has now become an artwork. And actually money, I always find that money, the design on money, on particular banknotes, not only does it visually have a stamp of the actual country that bears its name, but it's also very visual and great designs. So you look at that and you just think of the overall composition and think, what a very, very, very interesting concept. This sculpture, by the way, will be one of a triptych. And within this room, there's one more, Time, which we will talk about a little bit later. And there'll be one in the making called Love. One further thing I'd like to say about the sculpture is the use of gold leaf. And what I like about this particular work is gold leaf, from my thinking, from my ideology, very much it's something traditionally used for religious paintings and used only for something very solemn and very mystical. And what the artist has done here, he has done the opposite. He is basically saying, you know, the gold, money, material, yes, it's important, and while at the same time slightly kind of poking fun at the fact that material wealth and materialism and the scramble for materialism it can be a folly, and it can be something that people pursue at the expense of time. This is the second of the two sculptures that I've chosen, Time, by Anar. And this for me, it's a conscious reflection that time is a precious commodity. It's a precious commodity for everyone. And that time is fleeting, fleeting for everyone as well. And this is the eternal interesting contradiction with art. Because once an artwork has been created, time stands still within that artwork. And here we have an affirmation of that. I like the fact that the inside of old clocks, on the shoulder and on the arm and on the chest of this man, but also in the eye. And the horns, could that horn be a devil? That time is snatched away. A wonderful quotation from Shakespeare, "If we shadows," from A Midsummer's Night Dream. And again, reflection through time. So when I look at this, I think of, again, the classic man. I think of the power of art and what art can do. And what this artist is doing is basically just telling the viewer, time, slow down, stand still. Now and then it's important. Here we have a painting by a contemporary artist, Anar, the same artist that created the sculptures. And what we have here, for me, is an interesting still life. Number one, the lightness of the tonality. The English cup, the very classic English cup. The fruits, the tea and the flowers. The background. Let's start with the background. This feeling for the fabric, you know, it brings me back to classical times. Very English light. Could it be marble? Is it paper? Is it fabric? It's asking questions. And that element of mystery, that playful mystery, is very important within picture making. The flowers are in full bloom of life. We have the classic object, very Azeri. We have the fabric, which is so Azeri. And the fruits. And the fruits could be people in conversation. So the symbolism is implicit as well as explicit. It's strong, it's life-affirming, and yet at the same time there's a delicacy, and that's what the artist has captured.